Hey, what's going on, Trader Gang? Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's having a great one. We are back at it with another Sunday market breakdown on Xauusd on gold. So I hope you guys had a great trading week last week. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I do post my trades every day, every morning. If you guys want to follow along my journey. I did have a couple losses earlier in the week, but I was able to make it profitable at the end of the week. I was up $25 on the account, so super happy there. I did take two L's open markets today, earlier when the market opened. It literally pushed downwards, so took a little bit of an L there. So I'm gonna go through this week's this news with you. Let me just make sure everything is good again. I always have to double check now because I don't want any audio issues or anything like that. Just want to make sure. Okay, sounds like we're good. Mic check, mic check. All right. All right, guys. So, real quick before we hop in the news, I got a new trading setup, so I'm super happy about that. I got two 24-inch screens, ultra wide, so I stacked them with um, a mount. So super excited about that. If you guys saw my past story on Instagram, I actually posted it on Friday or Thursday, something like that, or Friday night, I believe. So yeah. So I'm ready to get into it, guys. Let's get it. So let's take a look at news. All right. All right, give me 1 second. Let me take a look at news. All right, here we go. So let's see what we got. So let's go to this coming week. All right, February 4th through the 10th. So Monday. Let's see what we got. We got ISM services. 2 o'clock, we got a little bit of FOMC. Let's see, New Zealand dollar bank holiday. Okay. Let's see, anything else? Nope. All right, Tuesday, February 6th. We got FOMC Mester speaks. RCM tip economic optimism. So not too much on Tuesday. To be honest with you guys, when it comes to news, I usually look for CPI, FOMC, NFP like we had last week. So things like that. So Wednesday, we have a little bit here, trade balance, FOMC, remember Kugler speaks, Barkin speaks. And don't see, let's see, Bowen speaks, Bowman, yeah. So we may see a little bit of movement here, but again, like unless we see any red folder days, we're not going to really see much. So this week looks pretty good. Unemployment claims, as you guys know, that's like my one thing. It's if you watch it, it always comes pre-market. It's always at 8:30 Eastern time, so 5:30 in the morning Pacific time. If you guys are in that time zone. So Thursday, definitely watch out for unemployment claims. Usually you see kind of a quick volatility, and then it drops right back down. So or vice versa, it'll go straight up, come back down, or it'll go straight down and then come right back up. So you can pretty much capitalize on both. You can either wait right at pre-market at 8:30, or you can wait at about 9:15, wait for it to retrace. So it usually does that. Friday, do we have anything? Nothing for Friday. So to be honest with you guys, it's going to be a pretty light week as far as news is concerned, other than Thursday. So I would definitely watch out for Thursday. But other than that, that's all I see with news. So let's go ahead and get into the chart. All right, you guys see my chart. Perfect. So again, this was last week, so I still have it kind of marked up. So, but again, you guys know how I always do. We will go ahead and remove the drawings, clear it out, so it's nice and clear for you to see. So again, let's just take a look at what happened last week. So let's see. Last week was. So let me see. Hold on. So we had from the 29th to the 2nd. So let's see. So 29th. So pretty much right here. So this is the 27th, which is a Monday. And then December. Wait, that's December. Sorry, we're right here. Sorry, way too much. Sorry, so Monday the 22nd. We kind of had I want to say, kind of a bearish doji in a way. So, and then we had a push up on the 29th. And then Monday the 5th, which is, coming up. So we pretty much had a push down here from January 1st all the way to January 22nd. So pretty much January was kind of a bearish month, to be honest with you. So because December was a nice bullish month, and then we came down, and then January 29th, we kind of had a huge push up into about 2065, and we closed at 2039, and then now we're opening back up. Came down here, came up, and then we're currently right here. We're actually down here at 2031 currently, or 2032 220. So I have a feeling that we're going to continue to be bullish, to be honest with you. So because if we see here, I mean, if we look here, we actually have a little bit of consolidation, to be honest with you, but it's kind of all on how you really see it. So if I kind of like make it like this. So, and then of course, if you see the moving averages right here, which is the kind of that bluish purplish line and the turquoise line right here, they're underneath the trend, which means it's still fairly bullish. So if you guys don't know, moving averages do really help. So I personally have two moving averages. I want to show you guys the setting. So I have a 20, and I use a 8. So 8 and a 20. So you could use a 200 if you wanted to. A 200 EMA has seemed to be pretty accurate. So I can change that if I want to 200, but it's going to move that all the way underneath here. So this is pretty much the last 200 candles. So right here, but again, even with the 200 EMA, it's still underneath the trend, which means it's still bullish. So we're seeing a bullish run right now. So again, if you see here, of course, this is only going to be the last 8 candles. So, but again, it's still underneath these candles, so it's still bullish, even though we have a little bit of a bearish candle here. So, but again, I'm going to put this back to 20. All right, close that. All right, so on the weekly, we look for our trend. So again, even from right here, we kind of still see it being bullish. So I'm going to get my trend line. I'm going to come down to here. And pretty much, I'm going to come right here. So until it actually breaks this line and actually breaks this candle right here, because this is the previous low, that's not until it breaks that, until I'm going to believe that it's going to be a break of structure, and we're going to actually see some bearish movement. So again, we're going to do our top-down analysis. So weekly is still bullish. So weekly is bullish. And then let's go down to the daily. All right, as we see on the daily, of course, we kind of have, like I said, we have some I can't speak. We have some consolidation. So just from that, even though it's still a higher time frame, I still see some consolidation here. Like this just looks like a lot of consolidation, just all right here. So from like here to here, right there, it just looks like a lot of consolidation. So until we break through this high right here, or we break through this low right here, we're not going to really see where the direction is going until we get, I want to call it like what we call a breakout. So we definitely need a breakout for sure. So let me see really quick. All right, so I'll remove this really quick. All right, so we established this, the weekly is bullish. The daily, I want to say, is consolidated right now. So just looking at this, I mean, I can make this bigger, obviously. And to me, it still looks consolidated. So even with that said, I'm going to say daily is consolidated. Oops. All right, daily is consolidated. So, but nonetheless, here we're going to do our markups. So we're going to mark up the chart. So we're going to do our supply and demand, support and resistance. All right. So for one, let's see, I want to do it like this. I'm going to use a horizontal ray this time. So again, you're going to find the low. So this was the most recent low. So, well, sorry, let me take a step back. I want to do this real quick. Let's go on the weekly real quick. And we're going to do this. Horizontal bay. Right here. And right here. So right here, I'm going to consider this major resistance, and this is going to be major support. So this is going to be our major resistance, major support level. Okay, so this is on the weekly. So again, we're going to go down to the daily. So we have between these two ranges right here. So again, that said, we're going to mark up some areas within that. So for one, there we go. We have those two spots. So for one, let's mark up some support. So I see a good level of support right here, to be honest with you. So a good level of support right there. So, because again, we came up, came down, came up, came all the way, tapped into this area here, came all the way back down, came back down again to this area, came back up pretty much to this area here, came back down, tapped into this area again, came back up, tapped in it again, and then kind of consolidated here, came back up, and then came back down. So more likely, I think it's gonna support this area here. So it's gonna find consistent support here and then go back up here. So I have a good feeling that we could tap back into here and these highs here. So even though we do have a lot of liquidity still here, so we could see it drop down here and take out these lows. Could be a possibility as well. So we just got to see if it's going to break this and then maybe come back up and then come back down. So it may retest it. So again, we'll find another area of support as well. So hold on. So another area of support, I want to say is right here, because we have seen it touch multiple times. So again, another support right here. So I'll bring this way over here. And then that's pretty much it. I don't want to come all the way down here until we actually break through this. So, because then we could possibly see if it even touches major support. So, but until then, we have seen that it's tapped in here, it's tapped in here, tapped here again. So we'll find some resistance here. So I'll go right to the wick. Okay. All right. So we got these three. So these are three. We got two support, one resistance currently. So right now we're focusing on this zone right now. So we saw that it came up here, came all the way back down, came back up, came down, came back up, came down, consolidated, came back down, came back up, tapped into this area, came back down. So we could very well see this tap down into here. So that being said, we could see a bullish week. I mean, bearish week. Excuse me. We should see a bearish week. So this was a double top here, more or less. So that's what could have indicated that it was going to go down. Because usually when we see a double top like that, usually it goes down. So that's exactly what we saw. It came up to this same exact area that it tapped in January. So we came down, consolidated, came down, came up all the way into this area here, and pulled all the way back down. So I mean, if we don't break this previous candle here, we got to see if it's gonna retest. I want to say tap back into this area. So we'll see. And then let's do our psychological levels. So, of course, we saw that it tapped into here. So it tapped into here before. So I want to say, let's say it right here. So 2004 coordinates. So I'll just keep it like that. 2004 area. And then we do have another area here, which it tapped into. So it came up, came back down, came all the way back up, came back down. So it tapped into this area multiple times before as well. So we could definitely make that one as well. So let's actually remove this one. We'll do one right here. So that's more recent, to be honest. So we could actually do these, and then I can actually do this last one. So we'll have four areas of interest, because it has tapped into this area multiple times. Okay. So as we see here, makes perfect sense. So let me make this a bit smaller. So of course, we came down here back in October, came all the way up here actually, and then came back down, came all the way up. We pushed all the way up into this area, came all the way down, came back up, came back down, up, pulled back into this same area, pulled up, back into that same area. So it definitely respected support for sure. So, or it's been respecting support since January. So it's pretty much just been up, down, up, down. So we got to see if it's going to tap back into this area before it goes back up. So with that said, we just got to see where the market's going to go. So of course, psychological level 2004. Next one, we will do this 1974. I'm going to say 1975. So 1975, and then lastly, we'll do this area here, 1934 to 1935. All right, 1935. So 35, 75, 2004. We can do 5. And then of course this guy here, this level is going to be so I can see it more accurately. Get rid of this guy for it. So 2058. So we'll do 2060. Okay. So these are going to be my psychological levels. So let's see what the lower time frame shows. So this area here, this is of course major support, my major resistance. So of course those aren't going to be necessarily a psychological level. So but we're going to watch for these areas here. That's going to be our biggest. So right here. Okay. All right, let's go down. Let's see, let's bring this down. So the daily we did, let's go down to the 4 hour. So 4 hour, as we see, we have a huge bearish candle, came back up. So I want to say, let's see, I mean, we have to follow the trend also. So of course we do have a huge push up, but because of this, this bearish candle right here actually broke through these previous lows here. So it came back up, and then I think we're actually going to pull back down into this area here. So we may tap into this level of support right here. So just by the way it's looking. So because anytime it comes straight down like that, it comes up a little bit and then it continues down. So I think we're going to be targeting these lows here, to be honest. So I want to say, let's see, the 4 hour. 4 hours is bearish. 4 hours is bearish. Just for the simple fact because we broke these lows right here. So it was enough to break these lows. Came back up and then came right back to this area. So currently that's what we're looking at right now. So I have a feeling that it's going to go like this. So we came down, came up, came down. I think it's going to continue down even to maybe this area. We may get a little bit of pullback into this area. And then it's going to continue back down into here. Again, it could respect this support. So it could bounce off of here and then end up going back up. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, so that's what I see, guys. So that's kind of where I see it going. We had a huge push down, came up. It's going to push down again into this area. I want to say into like 2020. Come back up into 2026. Tap into this area. Maybe even here 2006 before it starts and heads back up. So that's kind of what I see, guys. We can look on the hour, see what it's doing. See, right now it's already starting to kind of come down a little bit. 30-minute. So yeah, that's crazy. It had a huge push down on the 30-minute because it was already consolidated and then literally just pushed down. Yeah, big push down, came up a little bit. Now it's kind of just consolidated a little bit, came down more. I think it's just going to continue to come down. So so around 6 o'clock, this is when the market opened. First it came down, then it came up, came all the way down, tapped into 2033, came up into 2038, and came all the way down here, all the way down to 2030. Now it came back up, 2033, so now it's hovering around 2031 right now. So, but I have a feeling it's going to continue down past this, and then we're going to take out these lows right here. Definitely going to take out these lows, and I think it'll even come down to here and even here. So down to 2020, and then possibly even 2016, and possibly even down here, 2013. I think it can come as low as 2013 before it goes back up. So like, hey guys, this is on the 5-minute. So this is all the way in January. So we kind of had, some good momentum. Then it pushed back up into this area, and then we had a lot of consolidation this whole month so far. And then it wasn't until last week, due to news, that we had a huge push down on Friday. Boom. Huge push down, and then now we've just been kind of consolidated. So, got to see what the market's going to do. So, but this is where the 5 minute is right now. But again, on the 1 hour, this is kind of where we're at. So even on the 30 minute. So I had a huge push down. That was Friday. Came up a little bit, came down, came up, came down. So right now it's making higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low. So it's definitely going to push down for sure. So look out for that. I think we're going to have a bearish week, to be honest. So definitely look out for that. Other than that, that's all I got, guys. Hope you guys have a great week. If you guys are trading gold, I mean, just watch the market. You may be able to catch some great trades on the bearish side. But again, Thursday, I think is really where you're going to see something because again, we have news. So let me show this again. So again, Thursday, that's what we're looking at. Unemployment claims, 8:30 in the morning. We're going to be able to see a little bit of movement. So you could probably wait till about 9 o'clock. You can catch the retracements and catch some pips on that. But other than that, I think that's all that the week is going to show. To be honest, I mean, I'm not sure if Monday with this, I know it is red letter. Because I'm not too sure what this even is. Level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers, including manufacturing industry. So yeah, I mean, I don't really see this to be manipulating the market at all, to be honest with you. Then Powell spoke today. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. But yeah, other than that, again, I don't see very many red letter days. So other than Thursday, like I said, unemployment claims, we'll definitely see some movement there. And then of course, yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else, guys. But appreciate you guys as always. I have been struggling to get some new videos out just because I've been super busy with work, with my other work. So, but you know, some mornings I do also do live trades. I've been trying to get up at 5:30 in the morning to be able to go work out. But when I come back, I like to pop on and see what the market looks like, and I like to go live. So I've been doing that some mornings. So if you want to catch me on a live in the morning, we can trade live together if you'd like. See if we see any potential entry. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for you guys that pop on and watch my channel. You guys watch my lives. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys. If you guys can do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned next Sunday for the next Sunday market breakdown. All right. And also look out for any live trades that I do this week. All right. Peace, guys.